that we're not awake yet or whatever, right? So awesome. Hey, welcome to Coffee Connect, everybody. I'm Roddy. I'm the host here. Appreciate everyone joining us. We've got 3 or 4 new people. I do want to make sure that all of you know that at some point we may offer you the opportunity to say, hi, my name is, and let us know who you are, what you do, where you're at, and hopefully how we can help you, right? If you enjoyed today's conversations and you want to be continued to be invited, right, to next week's events and know what the topics are and stuff like that, I would encourage all of you to email me at ccinfo at addictedtoconnecting.com. I can get you on the invite list. I don't add anybody that doesn't ask to be added, okay? So the other thing you can do is always go to the website and you can check out the playbacks from previous weeks to understand what we've been learning and what our conversations have been existing of, right? And so this week, next up, guys, what we're all here for today, right? Listen, Clint's here. Clint brought us together a month ago, 2 months ago. It was maybe even before Christmas. I'm not even sure, but brought Amy into the conversation, shared with us what she was doing, and she met us for breakfast, and that was amazing, right? And then the next thing I know is she became a very big part of this family over the last few months and stuff, and she's been busy, but she has definitely taken some time out today to join us and make sure that she got on here to share some of her story as well, what she's been doing in today's session with Dream Bold and Lead Strong. So without any further ado, give it up for Amy Marsland.
Thank you, Rodney. Good morning, everyone. I am just really excited to be here. For this, it's a condensed version, so you got to bear with me. Typically, I do this in a room where I'm walking around, I'm conversing, I'm having side conversations, I'm hearing everyone's dreams. So I'm going to need you guys to engage and play with me. So cool?
Yep.
Okay, great. All right. The full version of this is designed to help you dream bigger, reconnect with your goals, and step into the best version of yourself. So today we're going to give you a little glimmer of that. So let me get my screen up. Can everyone see that?
Looks great, Amy.
Okay, awesome. All right. And just to, again, get the conversation going, go ahead and in the chat, share your name, share where you're located, share if you're a dreamer, yes, no, you want to be. My confession is I used to be a dreamer as a child, and then I became not a dreamer because I'd get my hopes up only to have my hopes dashed. And I was like, oh, it's easier not to dream, until it wasn't. And I'm not going to share that part of my story, but it became really uncomfortable when I was completely stuck, stagnant, and completely felt purposeless. So I had to start dreaming. All right, this is actually the goal. We want to be happy, vibrant, engaged. We want both in our personal life and in our professional life. But perhaps you feel more like my clients. Scott came to me. He's killed it in his career. He's done well. He's climbed the ladder. He's banked. And yet he's 55 and he's thinking, I don't want to grind like this anymore. And so he came to work with me saying, I want to have more purpose and passion. And then there was Carrie, who she's had her fingers, she's been working her fingers to the bone. She's had her nose down, working hard, and really didn't take any time out for hobbies. So retirement's just around the corner, and she is excited and terrified at the same time because she didn't know what retirement was going to look like. So we had to really figure out not what she's retiring from, but what she's retiring to. And then Susie worked super hard in her family business. And again, just poured her heart and soul into family and business and completely lost touch with herself. Her health went to the tank, her friendships, her hobbies. So really had to help her put herself back on the priority list. And then lastly, there's Lori, who is her 2 youngest children are graduating from high school this year, and she's terrified. She has no idea who she's going to be in this next season of life, what her purpose is. So what do all these people have in common? They were all asking the question, what's next? And they all needed a vision. They needed help seeing what their bright future could look like. So where do we start? We start with dreams. Dreams, you ask? Why dreams? I believe that dreams are what make us. Dreams are what connect us. They are what give our life meaning and purpose. Dreams are at the very heart of self-mastery, of becoming the best version of ourselves. In 1963, Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream." Did you ever wonder why he didn't say, "I have a strategic plan"? He said, "I have a dream" because, one, he's a brilliant man, and he knew 3 things. 1, it's so important to have a dream. 2, it's important to share our dreams. And then 3, it's important to engage others in our dreams. So often we get caught up in the daily grind. We put our dreams on the back burner. But what if today was the day you gave yourself permission to dream? To not just think about what's next, but to intentionally map out a future that enables you, that excites you and energizes you. So for the next, 30 minutes or so, we're going to explore what's possible, both personally, professionally, and beyond. You'll engage in some thought-provoking dream starter questions. You'll uncover aspirations, and you'll share in a supportive space where dreams are reignited. So let's dive in and get ready to dream, explore, and have some fun. I only have a few rules. Dreamstorming is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to feel stressful. There's no dream that is too big or too small. There's just no dream that doesn't matter. It's okay if you don't have an answer for some of the things. I'm going to ask lots of questions, and some where you're like, I don't even care about that. That's okay. There might be dreams that you care about, but you don't have an answer for the dream. That's okay too. Your subconscious will work on this throughout the day. And it's okay. I'm going to invite you guys to share in the chat. So it's okay to share someone else's dream. That's what's fun when we're all together. We hear each other's dreams. And perhaps I just was listening to Rodney. He's telling me of the 3.5-week trip he's taken with his family, and they're going to Turkey and Greece. They're going to all these amazing places. He mentioned some places I hadn't heard, but I definitely wrote them down. I'm like, I gotta check that out. So it's okay. It's great to share each other's dreams. And the most important piece is to have fun. Any questions? Okay. If you have questions, I don't know actually if I could see you anyway. Okay. Rodney, you take care of me. All right. Okay. So Rodney posted in the chat the handout. So that handout, you can definitely write, or I don't know if it's too late to print out, but you can follow along with it, or just take a journal out and start writing. So the first question is, if you could travel to any 5 places in the world, where would you go? And they don't have to be new places. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds for each, just to keep us moving along. If I go too fast or too slow, tell me to slow it down or speed it up. You could travel to 5 places in the world. Where would you go? And again, your mind will think about these, or perhaps feel free to share in the chat and snag somebody else's dream. All right, next question. Maybe next question. Oops. Okay. What's your dream vehicle or dream car? What's your dream car or your dream vehicle? Again, this wasn't, I'm not really into cars. So this question doesn't really resonate with me. However, I would love a Sprinter RV. That would be super fun. Okay, so what's your dream car? What's your dream vehicle? If we had a little bit more time, I'd have you even smell it. And like, what's it feel like walking in and like sitting in it? What's the leather or the interior feel like? What's the dashboard? The more we can visualize, the better we materialize our dreams. What's one dream project for your home? One dream project for your home. All right, next question. If you could take a road trip with anyone, where would you go and who would you go with? A road trip anywhere. Where would you go and who would you go with? Can you guys see my chat when I try to look at it? No. Okay, cool. Thanks. And I see a lot of people chatting and I'm not engaged. And I'm asking you to be engaged, so that's not fair. Oh, huge kitchen with a fireplace, island that's 6'6", huge 6+, huge place to bring family. Love that, Karen. Okay, next. What concert, show, performance, sporting event would you love to experience from the front row or box seats? What show, performance, concert, sporting event would you love to see from the front row or box seats? I love collecting people's answers. One woman said, I want to be front row in my wedding. That was her main dream, was to get married. She wanted to be front row. Oh, Queen, CMA Fest. So fun. Michael Jackson for sure. That'd be awesome. All right, next. If you were given $20 million, what would you do with it? I'm going to give you a minute on this one. $20 million, what would you do with it? Hubby is donate to animal shelters and give to my family. Have nothing for myself left over. Love that. Am I going too fast? Okay. This is one of those questions that your brain's gonna definitely work on throughout the day. 20 million, a lot of money. Start a nonprofit to find a cure for cancer. Well, I was gonna go off on a tangent. I'm not, I'm gonna stay on track. Travel the world, sharing your story, helping others realize they have overcome everything they've overcome. Karen, so true. And that is what you do. Fun college for grandchildren. Awesome, you guys. I love your answers. So good, so inspiring. What new hobby or skill would you like to develop or spend more time on? What new hobby or skill would you like to develop or spend more time on? Pickleball. I want to get involved with horses. I know my heart just melts when I see horses, whether it's the Kentucky Derby or I see these youth camps using horses for therapy. Woodworking, love that, Clint. Habib, love that. Isa, play the drums and learn French. Isa, am I pronouncing that right? Isa?
Isa.
Isa. Sorry, Isa.
It's okay.
Such a pretty name. Bridge and golf. Awesome. What personal habit would you like to eliminate from your life or routine? What personal habit would you like to eliminate from your life or routine? Being a few weeks out from Easter, that bottom one, had to get that darn sugar back out. So good. And then there's little malt balls and Reese's sitting around. Impatience and bad sleep routine, procrastination. Oh, I get that. I had a procrastinating day yesterday. Getting caught in negative thought patterns, talking bad about myself. Oh, that was my meditation this morning. The invitation was not what the voice in our head says, but how do we talk well about ourselves, back to ourselves? Cleaning your own house, doubt, distraction, procrastination. Ugh. All great habits to let go of. If you didn't have to work for money, what would you do? If you didn't have to work for money, what would you do? I always love to ask this question too. Who would be doing exactly what they're doing now? I know a few people on this call are. Habib, love that. Animal rescue. You're consistent. Love that, Jeff. That's awesome. Rodney, awesome. Such servants you guys both are. Elle, perform more. I get that. Write books. Karen, host a podcast and speak. Same things, no pressure. Karen, you're going to do that. I know that. Joanne, travel, volunteer. Yep. Love this, you guys. Thank you so much for all your incredible answers. Next question is, what is it about you that others would change if they could? Not what you would change, what others would change if they could. I'm my mom's caretaker, so she sees my schedule, and sometimes I'm too back to back. And so she always jokes with me, have you not fired that scheduler yet? So I know she definitely would like me to have a little more margin in my day. Make you stronger and more confident, Habib. Love that. Too analytical. Clint, is that possible? We love that brain of yours. Yeah, more confidence, less stressed, over apologizing, talking too much. I've heard that before. Think before you talk. Bottom line it. Joanne, what do they know? Elle, work less. Yeah, good job, you guys. This is awesome. Next is, if you didn't have any fear, what experience would you try? If you didn't have any fear, what experience would you try? He's got a book in him, but fear holds him back, or a podcast in him. Skydiving, yeah, Zeph. I get that answer obviously a lot. Hang gliding over the Swiss Alps makes it even better. Travel Europe on your own. Love that. Yeah, Karen, your daughter was there in Europe?
She is, but my face was Rodney jumping without a parachute, dude.
Whoa. Hand gliding. Awesome. What relationship would you like to improve? What relationship would you like to improve? Yeah, lots of great answers on this. My parents, younger brother, definitely myself as a yes. I get that a lot. God, Roddy, I get that a lot too. I love those answers. Myself, family, brothers. Just because we're giving it voice right here, I always just think that it's already in motion, because it's a desire in your heart. What relationship would you like to improve? Whoever you wrote down, it's already in motion. So I'm excited for what unfolds. What's one thing you can do to get back on your priority list? One thing you can do to get back on your priority list. Exercise more, sleep better. And if you haven't fallen off your priority list, that's amazing. Zeph, I love that. Focus on your superpower. If anyone heard Zeph present, we all know what her superpower is. She brings serious light and love to any conversation. Give myself grace to do with one thing. Be disciplined to my schedule. Oh, Rodney, amen to that. It's hard to do when you're a servant, mister. Drink more water. You guys are doing great. What character trait would you like to develop in yourself? What character trait would you like to develop in yourself? This might sound morbid, but when I go to funerals, I always have my dream book with me, and I have a page per dream category, which maybe we'll get to, maybe we won't. But I always get really inspired at funerals, and the characters that I learn and the things that they've done. So I always keep my dream book with me, and always have something to take away from the life that has just passed on. Yeah, Jeff, why just one trait? Trusting your own intuition. That's awesome. L. Authenticity, inner strength and composure, listening. Love this, you guys. If someone close to you were to be gone forever, like next week, gone, not living anymore, how would you treat them differently today? If someone close to you were to be gone forever, how would you treat them differently today? I know personally in my own life, I just get caught up in the daily grind, I guess, the day to day. And as my mom's caregiver, I have to say, God, please help me again today. I'm so sorry. I lacked patience yesterday. Help me do better. So that's definitely one on my list. Call and check in more often. Tell them that I love them. I only tell my cats that. Joanne. More communication, give them more of my time. So if anyone popped into your mind, you guys, do that today. Be that what you wrote today. Reach out to them, listen more, be more patient. Let them know you love them. Let them know you're proud of them. Let them know you appreciate them, whatever that looks like for you. If you could help one person accomplish their dreams, which person would you help? I think I hear Jeff saying, why just one? Children, absolutely. If you could help just one person or one person accomplish their dreams, which person would you help? Julie, I love that. I was listening to an interview, and I don't remember who it was and who was doing the interviewing, but the question was asked to this woman who had like 10 kids, what's your favorite kid? Who's your favorite kid? And she said, oh, that's easy to answer. It's the kid that needs me the most. So to your point, Julie, the one who asked for help. If you could hear the words, I'm proud of you from anyone, who would you want to hear those words from? Doesn't have to be living. Dad. Parents, dad. That's consistent. Yep. One of my favorite answers to this is God. I want to hear I'm proud of you from God. All right. So all you dads out there, who needs to hear the words, I'm proud of you, from you? Not just dads, but that was a consistent answer, clearly. Who needs to hear you tell them that you're proud of them? Absolutely, Karen. Love that. Daughters, siblings, dad. And again, I challenge each of you just to reach out to anyone in your that popped up in your heart who knows, or who you know needs to hear that you're proud of them, and let them know today. What is your dream for how you can further develop more inner peace? How can you develop more inner peace in your life? And this is a time to celebrate. If you've got it, taunt it, not taunt it, tout it. What's the word? If you have a great practice,
Want it.
flaunt it. Thank you. Yeah, share it if you have it. What's your dream for how you can further develop more inner peace? I know for me during these, it's just really important for me to go take a walk in the middle of the day. I could sit at my desk meeting after meeting, and it's really good for my nervous system just to go outside, just for a walk around the block. Sound bath and meditation, a whole bunch. Well, that's something new. I definitely never heard that before. Love that, Jeff. I guess it's the same as those little sensory things you play with, right? Realize that the only thing I can control in life is me. So true. More breakfast with Clint. Love that. For what qualities do you want to be remembered for? What qualities do you want people to think of your name and think of that quality? Kindness. Friend. Giving back. I love your answers, you guys. All of them. These are so good. Kindness. Yeah. Kindness is great. Generous. One of my qualities that I want to be remembered for is just that I'm safe. I was a safe landing. I was a safe for people to share whatever comes up. Zero judgment. Karen, you do light up a room. You're well on your way. Definitely, with your humor, your hope, your connection. Love that. Julie, you want to be known for your Halloween costumes. Well, I love that. That's definitely never an answer I've seen. Okay, now everybody, I want you, Rodney, can we come off chat? Can we do that?
Yeah, we can.
I mean, not off mute, I guess, not off chat.
Yeah, everybody come off mute. Everybody has the ability to unmute.
Okay, I want to, you guys, I would love to hear what would be, like, whatever's come up so far. What would be the most fun dream? What would be the most exciting dream? What would be a dream that would have the most impact? Or maybe even the scariest dream. So just come off chat and talk live. And I can't see. What?
The 20 million.
Oh, yeah. The scariest, the most impact, and the most fun, probably.
Yeah.
How fun would that be? Just doling out cash, making people's days.
With intention, I think it can be great. But unfortunately, lottery winners don't have intention.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I've always been told, be very intentional with where you're going to spend that 250 million when you win it in the lottery. That's Otherwise, right. Why would you win it? We got to know what we're going to do with the money, right?
Exactly.
Sorry, you guys. Does anyone have a dream that feels exciting, that would have the most impact, or that would be the most fun? Anything that's come up so far?
Could you we can see everyone?
What do I need to do? Unshare? Oh, yeah.
Stop sharing, yeah, so we can see everybody while we're discussing this.
I want to see I want to see people participating.
Yeah. Thanks. There we are. Anyone? A dream?
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell
definitely
you.
like the idea of traveling a lot more.
Where do you want to go, Steve?
Out west,
Oh, yep.
Grand Canyon, Yellowstone, a couple of those places.
Yeah. Awesome. Elle, were you going to say something?
Yeah, mine is performing more,
Mhm.
and it's my first passion, my first love, but my practical brain put it to the side. So yeah.
Are you performing now?
I mean, I sing at church and in my kitchen.
Yeah.
I make my kids sit and watch, but no, I would like to work professionally again on the stage. So
Mm. I am definitely holding that in my heart for you. Thank you. Anyone else have a dream that feels exciting, scary, that would have the most impact? Dave.
Well, for the fun one, I'd like to throw out the first pitch at either a Cardinal or Guardian 7th game of a World Series.
Oh,
How about Cardinals versus Guardians, 7th game of the World Series? You get best of both
Yeah,
days.
that's even better. Yes, either part. Perfect. Thank
So
you for
fun.
adding to that.
Dream
love
big.
that. Habib, did you want to say something? Or did you raise or not raise? Yeah, there she
Yes,
is.
good greetings, everybody. My dream is basically shortened into 3 parts, and that is get rich, have peace, and keep following my purpose.
What's your purpose, Habib?
My purpose is animal welfare, animal rescue, and just keep looking after my family and
Hmm.
everyone around me.
What a huge purpose that is. Thank you for sharing.
I have one.
Tell me.
So this I think has been consistent for a long time. So I'm putting it out there in the universe, right?
Yeah,
20
you
million
got
would
to.
be good, Rodney. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Right. So I would love to have different countries having cultural villages that you kind of create an environment where you can invite certain group of people to live in these cultural villages and experience the lifestyle of the locals, giving us more worldly tolerance and education and awareness, because I feel doing that we will have a much more peaceful place, understanding the lifestyle of the local people, the natives, and understanding different cultures. And we can just like exchange students doing different programs in different areas of the world. I think it'll be nice to have I think in the past I've seen countries doing like towns that are interrelated with different towns across the globe. I just thought a cultural village kind of global program would be awesome, where people would go and experience just people like, Olympic Village. That would be a cultural village
Yeah.
where people go and experience the local living. That's my
Zeph, I love that. That's so
Yeah.
awesome. What a cool vision.
That's my
Yeah.
20 million dream.
Yeah, right. Might take a little more. Does anyone else have anything they want to share before we move on to the next? Okay, Rodney, tell me my time check. I know I see it's 10:43. What time do I need to stop?
10:55-ish. You got about 12 minutes.
Okay, cool. So you guys, we're not going to get to all of these, but you have the paper in the chat where you can go on and fill. And what this next thing is my goal with my clients is always to have 100 dreams going. It doesn't mean that they're all in motion, but just always have a dream on our heart. And so to have 100 dreams is pretty, that's significant. So I break it down into categories to help you categorize. And
Remember,
then
you're not sharing right now, Amy.
I know. Thank you. I'm
Okay.
going now to share. Okay. So these next categories, we're going to start with, these are the 100 dreams. These are the different categories. We're going to start with your adventure dreams. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to go quick through here, but I would love to get one dream under each of these. And also you might see that your dreams cross over, like your adventure dream might be your financial dream too, or there's just crossover. So Write one adventure dream down that you have. And again, remembering there is no dream too big or too small. An adventure might be getting out for coffee today in this rain, here in Dayton at least. And over the years, I definitely love hearing and collecting people's dreams. So I'll throw out some of those as we come across them, because some of them are a little like, well, what would that dream be? All right. Physical dream. What's one physical dream that you have for yourself? Again, it doesn't have to be today, this year, or even in the next 3 years. Personally, I want to age gracefully, so that would actually require me to put that in motion now. But it's going to be, obviously, hopefully, 45 more years. Well, if I have enough financial dreams coming true, that I want to live 45 more years. All right. Material dreams. Like this, as easy, as simple as it is. What's a material dream? Back during COVID, my material dream was a Peloton, and that definitely saved my mental health. Professional dream. What's one professional dream? And this one, you guys, dream big, dream bold. One professional dream. Get a promotion, become #1 in the market or in my department, build a dynamic team, develop a new product, transfer roles within a company, my company. Financial dreams. What's just one financial dream? If we had more time, I would be giving you a little bit more time to let 3, 4, 5 dreams come under these, but your subconscious will continue to work on these dreams over the course of today and weeks to follow. So perhaps you want to pay off your financial debt, start a college fund for your children, be debt-free, fully fund a nonprofit, achieve financial freedom. Work optional. I love that phrase, work optional. Definitely a financial dream. Emotional dreams. Help your spouse and children discover and pursue their dreams. Be in a great relationship, have a great marriage. I had somebody say, take my spouse to Italy as their emotional dream. So that's an adventure dream and an emotional dream. Start a family, take each kid on a one-on-one trip, book a beach vacation with friends, definitely emotional, fun. Intellectual dreams. Go back to school, read more, take a cooking class, learn about investing and day trading. One thing you'd love to learn. Creative dreams. Write a book, take a cooking class, take an art class. You can see how creative and intellectual dreams cross over. Because where would I want to learn how to play the piano? Would that be intellectual? Would that be creative? Yes. Have one of my songs picked up by an artist, publish a children's book, learn to play guitar. All right, your psychological dreams. Strengthen my willpower, face my addiction, overcome my fear of flying, overcome my fear of speaking in public, really unplug when I'm on vacation this year. All answers I've heard. One psychological dream. Spiritual dream. Develop greater inner peace. Learn to enjoy uncertainty. Be present and in the moment. Study world religions. Create a prayer room in my house. Be the spiritual leader of my family. Develop a habit of journaling every day. Lots of different things. your character dreams. Touched upon this a little bit. Develop more patience, listen better, do what I say I will do, be a woman and man of my word. Read about a biography about someone I admire. To be known as a leader in my community. Legacy dreams. Stephen Covey always said, start with the end in mind. So what is it that you want to be? What do you want to leave behind? And this goes back to character as well. So legacy dreams. Volunteer at my favorite charity. Fully fund a nonprofit. Mentor a new manager. Contribute financially to my church. Raise my children to have a healthy sense of who they are. There's no right answer and no wrong answer. They're all answers are right. So there are right answers, I should say. Okay. So your action steps are, well, first of all, before we go there, I want to come off, get live. So I'm going to stop sharing and would love to hear if anything got loosed in your head as it relates to your dreams. Oh, Habib, I love all of this. I definitely need these chat notes. Anyone want to share something that came up that maybe surprised them or surprised you, I should say, that you want to share? Karen.
What's interesting, I believe that I've lost or have to find the ability to dream really big. Most of my dreams have a tether, and the tether is logical and it's practical, and it has to do with freeing myself from a financial commitment, and or my dream is tied to my profession. It's so to find that literally ability to dream without barriers or without tethers, it's interesting.
Yeah, I love that, Karen. I was literally just talking about this yesterday. It's we can't worry about the how. We just have to dream about the what right now. We just have to have the ability to see the bigger picture and not worry about the details, because that's what stops us in our track. So thank you for sharing that. Anyone else have a dream that popped up or that you're resurrecting, that you're dusting off, or just something that somebody else has said that has made you think, yeah. Go Elle.
I think Habib has his name up too. I just love that this was so specific and it was kind of encompassing all different aspects of who you are in your life. So what I realize is that there are areas of my life that I completely don't even think about a dream. So that I just love that exercise.
Oh, thanks, Elle. Yeah, as a health and life coach, I started out as a coach in 2006, and I started as a health coach, nutrition being the center of the curriculum, but also relationships, career, spirituality, and fitness also making the curriculum. So it's the whole person. And there's so many things we just put aside or brush off, or we'll get to that later. So thanks, Elle, for bringing that to the table. Habib, did you want to say something? Where are you?
Yes, I think that the one dream that really popped up for me, or it was more of a realization for me, is the legacy dream. And that is that I truly do want to be remembered forever. And it's not because of, getting fame, or it's not because of something that is for selfish reasons, but I really would want people to remember me for what I leave behind. And maybe it might be the memories, or maybe it might be me, but I truly would like it. I would love it. So thank you so much for helping me have this more awareness of this realization.
Thank you, Habib, for that thoughtful reflection. That's, I'm glad it's been useful. All right, so our action steps. Keep dreaming. Work your way up to 100 dreams. Keep this list on you at all times. Like I said, I have a journal and I have a page for adventure dreams. I have a page for material dreams. I have a page for spiritual dreams. Second, share your dreams with others and learn your family, your coworkers, your spouse's dreams. It's so important. As Martin Luther King said, I have a dream to engage, to share, to get people behind you. And it's just human nature. When we hear somebody have a dream, we lean in. And then lastly, if you want to take your dreams further, or you want to develop this out a little bit further, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information's there, and I always do a free breakthrough strategy session with anybody just to keep their dreams moving forward. All right, we're at time, so I'm getting off, and I'm giving it back to Rodney.
I love it. Give it up for Amy, guys. This was awesome. And I agree with Karen, like getting to the specificity of each little thing, right? Brings in so much more perspective, right? I mean, we've talked about stuff in the past and we've always kind of broke it down into the 5 main categories of financial, spiritual, physical, and things like that. But I think this helps really to break it down into the detailed things that many of us need. I'm going to add one more action step, guys. Keep it in front of you, right? Make pictures of it. Put it all around you, right? I mean, I've got my my whiteboard and that I keep in front of me. It's on my desktop and stuff that I keep and stuff. The more you look at those dreams, the more you review those dreams, right? The more likely, as Zeph spoke to the universe, right? They are to happen. And I hope and pray that every one of your dreams absolutely comes true, guys. Absolutely comes true. So one more time for Amy Marsloop, guys, thanks so much. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Steve. So guys, as always, we're going to wrap this up. We're right at 11 o'clock. I so appreciate Amy jumping on here, and I so appreciate all of you joining us and discussing this and sharing what your dreams are today, right? I hope that you can go out there, right, and inspire the world to dream big, because guys, we have lost our ability to dream, right? And go out there, change the world, make it a better place, right? Give all the kindness that you have. And remember, guys, I love you guys. All right. Have a great week.
Thanks, Rodney.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.